Benjen Stark is youngest of Rickard Stark's children, which makes him Ned Stark's younger brother. After Rickard's oldest son, Brandon was enhorsed at the tourney at Harrenhal. He went to Riverrun to marry Catelyn Tully. Brandon was about 20 then and Catelyn was only 12. After he heard that Prince Rhaegar abducted his sister Lyanna, Brandon immediately rode to King's Landing. There he was captured by King Aerys II because he wanted to fight Rhaegar for abducting his sister. Later his father came to King's Landing and demanded a trial by combat. Aerys' champion was fire, so Rickard was burned alive while his son Brandon watched whole scene while having a noose around his neck and a sword just out of his reach. Brandon strangled himself while trying to reach the sword to save his father. Later Eddard Stark led the revolt against the Targaryens with Jon Arryn and Robert Baratheon. During Robert's rebellion, Benjen Stark, as youngest son, was the Stark at Winterfell. After Robert's rebellion, Eddard married Catelyn Tully and came back to Winterfell to rule the north. After it was said that Benjen simply joined the Night's Watch. What were the reasons for him to join Night's Watch? As we all know, members of Night's Watch are mostly people who did bad things in their lives. It was said that once listened to Black Brother, who was trying to convince the gathered people to join Night's Watch, and that Benjen took that plea to heart. Doesn't this all sound a bit too easy for a Song of Ice and Fire? It looks like there's something behind it, doesn't it? Well, Melisandre once stated that her powers are much stronger at the Wall, and we also know that mostly all Stark children have warging talent. Bran is mostly known for that, but there were moments when both Arya and Jon warged into their direwolves. House Frey members lied that Robb the young wolf Stark turned into a direwolf and killed many people at feast. This is a lie, but how could Freys imagine something like that if there wasn't something they knew about Robb? The only Stark child we are sure had no warging dreams is Sansa, since her direwolf was killed early in the show. I'm trying to say is that maybe during Benjen held Winterfell he read something about warging and knew about magics of the Wall, so he wanted to try it out. He was chosen for First Ranger, and it is stated that nobody knew the Haunting Forest better than Benjen. During Feast in Winterfell, Benjen came as a Stark, and when Jon told Benjen he wanted to become a member of Night's Watch, Benjen told him to wait a few years until he is certain. When Jon came to Wall, Benjen had no time for him and never returned from his ranging in Haunted Forest he knew so well. The truth is, Benjen wanted none who knew him before to be near him at the Wall. Later, no evidence of Benjen's death was found beyond the Wall, and 2 of his people returned as whites. When Bran traveled to Three-Eyed Crow, he worked into his direwolf Summer and killed Wolfpack leader while hunting. Bran stated that he knew that the Wolfpack leader was a war. It's known that wars feel each other, like Varamir felt Jon's gift and so on. We know that all Stark children had a direwolf, and almost every of them developed the gift later, but we don't know if Benjen, Lyanna, Eddard or Brandon had direwolves or something. Maybe they didn't, and Benjen developed the gift on the Wall, and his first animal to warg in was a wolf because other Stark's first animal to warg in were also direwolves. I won't theorize anymore because at this point we don't know enough to make predictions which may become right. There are few characters beyond the Wall who can actually be Benjen Stark, but there is not enough evidence for that. Leave your comment and write what you think about what happened to Benjen Stark. Subscribe if you like this video and want more videos in future.